Number 13 says the sum of two numbers is 20. What is the maximum product of those numbers? All right. Suppose we have two numbers, A and B. Let's say that A plus B equals to 20. That's the sum of two numbers. We don't know the numbers. It says, what is the maximum product of those numbers? Product means to multiply. So let's say P, which is the product, equals to A times B. We have to find A. We have to find B. A and B is a critical number to the situation. And remember, to find our critical numbers, we can take the derivative of our function and set it equal to 0 and solve for the variable. However, in this case, I have two different variables. And it wouldn't make sense for me to use the product rule, because then I'll still have two variables. So what we're going to do is, in this situation, we're going to substitute. I'm going to use my first equation and substitute that into my second equation. I'm going to subtract both sides by B. So A is equal to 20 minus B. And I'm going to plug the value of A that I have here into the A that is up here. So my product will be in terms of B. That's going to equal to, in parentheses, 20. Well, let me write it in a different color. 20 minus B. And this other B is still on the outside. Let's distribute the B inside the parentheses. My product in terms of B is going to be 20B minus B squared. Now, to find the critical number for B, I must take my first derivative and set it equal to 0. So P prime of the variable of B is going to equal to, the derivative of 20B is just 20, minus the derivative of B squared is 2B. And I'm going to set my derivative equal to 0. In order to get B by itself, I am first going to subtract 20 from both sides. So that's going to be negative 2B equals to negative 20. And then let's divide both sides by negative 2. B is equal to negative 20 divided by negative 2. That's positive 10. So I found what B is. To find my A, I'm going to take the value of B that I got down here, and I'm going to plug it into my A, which is up here. So A is equal to 20 minus B, which is 10. 20 minus 10 is 10. A is equal to 10. Now it says, what is the maximum product of those numbers? The product equals to A times B. So let's multiply our A and our B. The maximum product is going to be 100. Because that is going to be 10 times 10, and 10 times 10 is 100. And that is the answer to the question. So that is all I'm asking you to do. That's all that I'm asking for you to do. I'm going to go a little bit further here, just to show you why this is a maximum product. And I'm going to do that by using the second derivative test. You don't have to do that. Do not, if you want to, you can, but do not do it. It says for my second derivative test, let's write that down. If f double prime of the critical number, which is going to be b in this case, is greater than 0, then the function f has a minimum. If the second derivative of the critical number, which I'm going to call in terms of b, since that's my variable, is less than 0, then the function has a maximum. Our first derivative, p prime of b, that was equal to 20 minus 2b. Let's take our second derivative. The derivative of 20 is 0, minus the derivative of 2b is 2. As we can see, negative 2 is a number that is less than 0. And because negative 2 is a number that is less than 0, we have a maximum. So that is the maximum product of the numbers. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Once again, don't worry about that part. Just make sure you understand how to do this part. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.